Let's go to William. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Will.
Willie.
Hey, Dave. Hey, Jamie. How's it going, mate?
Good, Will. How are you?
Oh, I'm having a dream, mate. And the Football League starting again, and happy Football League.
Happy Football League. Yep.
And I'm a bit surprised, though, about these Tottenham fans, though. And I must admit, I was a bit gobsmacked listening on the way home, and how negative they are. And
what do you mean?
Like,
of course they're going to be negative. Your best player's leaving.
I know, but one of them said that you guys aren't a big club. You got one of the biggest stadiums in London, for God's sake. That's coming from a Chelsea fan. Come on, let's not be too hasty. I know you're losing your best player and the England captain. You don't get me wrong, and obviously we lost Mason Mount, which obviously we weren't happy with either. But I'm sure Harry behind the scenes, and he's one of those honest guys, and that I'm sure doesn't want to leave you in the lurch. And at the end of the day, if he does choose to go to Bayern Munich, which, to be honest, I gotta be honest, I think he wants Alan Shearer's record, if I'm being honest. So I would say that if he wants to do something right to Tottenham, but then wants to have that clarity of wanting to leave, that he goes, right, well, you want to offer me more money, fine, I'll sign a new 3-year deal, because you don't know what's going to happen. He could get injured or anything. And just say, right, I'll sign a new 3-year deal, but I want a release clause that if I want to leave at the end of the year, then I've done my best to at least give you 40, 45, 50 million, whatever. And I had to at least say, I'm not leaving on a free, I'm giving you a chance to invest into the club.
Look, I've got a bit more breaking news that talkSPORT understands coming out of Bayern Munich tonight. They are hopeful Harry Kane will accept their contract offer after positive talks this evening. talkSPORT understands, and Bayern are aiming to seal the club record signing of Kane within the next 48 hours after agreeing a fee of 100 million plus add-ons with Tottenham. Spurs refused to rule out Kane staying despite accepting the German Giants' latest offer, but have left the final decision to the England captain. So Bayern Munich are very keen and are very positive that he is going to be a Bayern Munich player in the next 48 hours.
Well, listen, there's no doubt about it. Bayern Munich are one of the biggest clubs in Europe, and they're in the Champions League, and they have quite a decent squad. And obviously Neuer's just got injured, which is obviously a negative. But I'm sure, obviously there's links that they want to try and buy Kepa. But
that's right.
It's not to say that they're a bad club. They're one of the biggest clubs in Europe. So if he does want to go there, but does he want to move his whole family to Germany? That's the question.
He'll have to.
And he's going to have to, if he chooses to go. But I'm sure that it'll be a family decision, what's best for him and the family, regardless of the fact if they do go over there. Or does he sit down? Or does he just sit down with Tottenham and say, listen, I could leave on a free in that, but I don't want to maybe leave you on the lurch. I do love Tottenham, and because there's no doubt about it, he's been there for a long, long time. And to say, I want a release clause so you're not getting nothing, and at the end of the year, that if I want to leave...
I don't think that's going to happen. I think he either goes now or he goes on a free.
Yeah,
simple as that. There's no contract coming after this. That's it. He's either going now or... he goes on a free, simple as that. And I think, and what I'm hearing, and the reason I think, look, I think Spurs have made an absolute massive error, because what they haven't done over the last few seasons is to keep Harry Kane at the football club, knowing that his contract's going to run out, is invest in top players to make them a force. And Harry Kane's got to the point where he's like, you know what, I've had enough. I'm not staying here any longer and not win trophies. The level that I'm playing at, the football that I'm playing, how good I was last season, I'm not staying here, finishing 8th, 9th in the Premier League, not competing for titles, not competing for trophies. I'm off. So Spurs have fouled Harry Kane, and now they're going to have to bite the bullet and go, I'm out of here. And they're going to try and get as much money for him as they can. And if he goes to Bayern Munich, do I think it's the right move for him? No, because I think he wants the record. I think he should stay in, he's the England captain. He should be playing in the Premier League. But Bayern Munich is still a huge
he's almost certain to win the Bundesliga, right?
He's going to win a trophy.
And I think this probably puts them... they're always one of the favourites of the Champions League, but it would not surprise you if Bayern Munich with Harry Kane up top win the Champions League. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
They ain't going to be far off it.
No, they're not be far off it.
Let me ask you one thing, though. Now, if, for example, he says, right, Germany's not for me, thank you, Bayern Munich, but unfortunately, I just don't think that moving over to Germany is the right thing for me and my family. And it comes to the 6 months or January where he can start talking to other clubs. And out of the clubs that are realistically going to go in for, because pretty much anyone's going to go in for him, which realistically I think would be Chelsea and Man United would be the top two. Will definitely try and have a really good go at it, and even possibly Liverpool. And but who do you think he would realistically want to go to?
Well, the thing is, he can't openly talk to Premier League clubs. He can talk openly to clubs outside the Premier League. Mm-hmm. So that's where he can sign a pre-contract in January. He can't do that with a Premier League club.
No.
So that's that's not a scenario.
I think he's probably looking at it thinking, I could, like the Manchester City offer, it was there and now that offer's not there. So when an opportunity comes up to sign for a huge football club like Bayern Munich, they've gone after him.
I can't blame him at all.
It's £100 million. He's probably looking, going, is it the number one place I'd want to go? Probably want to go Real Madrid or Barcelona or Manchester City or maybe Man United. But they're not in now, and he has to make a decision now and go. What?
Levy said, didn't
I'm going Bayern Munich.
What we heard is that Levy almost said you're not going to a Premier League club. I'm telling you that for nothing. You can go abroad, but you're not signing for another Premier League club. So that's blocked it for this year as well, it would appear.
William, thanks for your call. Let's go to Danny. He's a Spurs fan. All right, Dan?
Come on, Dan. Cheer me up, Dan.
Hi, mate. You all right?
Good, Dan. How are you?
Yeah, very well, mate. Thanks for having me on. Hope you're all well. Jamie, thanks for your stint at Dorking Wanderers as well, mate. What a player.
Well, it wasn't really a stint. I mean, I come down and played a few friendlies, but I enjoyed it.
You've done a little bit in a friendly, mate. Your shirt's still hanging up, so don't worry about it. It's all good. Jamie, on a serious note, mate, as a Spurs fan, just wanted to press on a couple of things. Listen, I think you've hit the nail on the head. If Harry wants to go and his wife's happy going and his children are happy going, let him go. He's been a fantastic servant to the club, a player that will be admired. It will be gutting. 30 goals last season. We only scored 70. It's a massive, massive loss to us. But at the end of the day, if he decides now he wants to go to Bayern Munich, then let it be. It's up to him as himself, as an individual, and as me as a Tottenham fan, to go, do you know what, Harry? If you feel going to Bayern Munich, you will win the...
Listen, if he does go, Dan, if he does go to Bayern Munich, yeah, it's not nice we've lost him, and I'm going to be gutted that I'm not going to be watching Harry Kane play for Spurs. But at least he ain't gone to like a Chelsea or a Man United.
Yeah, but you know what, Jamie, if he went, right, and as Cundy said, I think he's got great points. If he goes to a Chelsea, then Daniel Levy needs to be clever. Go and get a Conor Gallagher. And anyone who slags or moans about Conor Gallagher, that is what we've missed for years. Energy, passion, determination. The kid is world class. Go and use him as a make-weight. Go and get players like that in. What we need. Compare him to any midfielder we've had. Bentancur, okay, he's been injured. But get to Conor Gallagher. Go and rate him. Chalobah. Use that as a make-weight. And do you know, if he goes to Chelsea, of course I don't want to see him do it. But if that's what he decides to do, and Daniel Levy's happy, we've got no control over it, Jamie. You know that as fans. Yeah. We've got to move on. We've just got to move on. Yeah. And in times like, my honest opinion is, just be clever with it. You've got two players there, and I strongly believe a Conor Gallagher changes our team. I think it's what we've missed for years. And I generally believe it. And anyone, what frustrates me, writes him off. And you see the press and you see the negative, and I just think, you're mental.
No, he's a good player. He's not Harry Kane, though, is he? He's a good player.
He's not Harry Kane, but it's a make-weight, Jamie. It's a player that you're going to go and spend 50 million on someone else who's not half as good, like a Richarlison. With all due respect, give Richie the opportunity. My opinion is purely, and I loved what you said. I love what Cundy said, but I just feel like for Harry, he's got to. If he decides that's for him, then who are any of us to question it? Let's just move on. It ain't going to change. 48 hours, as you said. The deal's signed. I don't think it's ideal timing just before the end of the transfer window, and that's on the powers that be in the club. But that's all out of all of our hands. So just move on. Move on. Get on with it. You've got to live life without Harry Kane, but invest the money wisely.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.